All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hold the Line, week number 6. La Compañía Maldita going up against 7DL. We got about 30 seconds before the curtain drops. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on. Real quick, we'll throw up the overlay so you can guys see where the out-of-bounds areas are supposed to be for this lineup. Fighting across the southern side of the map, and you can see supplies dropping here to the north for the Allies. A little further south for the Germans. Excuse me. We know the strong points around here because of all of the 18s match that we've seen on Trade Station here. So we're going to see people fighting over this road here, this road here. These buildings are going to become very important. These buildings as well. The fight will be able to stretch further north than an 18s match. So the curtain has dropped. Let's watch for these starting rockets. You see the trucks coming in for 7DL over there, pushing across the open fields. Safer from rockets that way. See at least one of the trucks coming straight down the tracks right there for La Compañía Maldita. Hold the line rules enabled. Geofence is in place. I am watching Zeal right here. I'm waiting for him to throw his rocket out. I want to see where it goes. We got trucks, Greyhound, and a Stuart coming across below us here. There is virtually nothing for 7DL. Oh, there we go. There's the truck. I couldn't see it. There is a full truck there. He might get caught by this Greyhound or something if he's not careful. Flare goes up. He's going to spot that truck. That's going to spot that truck. Big Detata jumps out. As an AT, might be able to get a hold of one of these guys, but the Greyhound going wide. There's the truck dropping the infantry out. Roy should spot the Greyhound coming around the corner. Stewart's right on top of these guys as well. Cap coming around the corner, runs into Roy, gets taken down. And the fight is on down here in the south. It does look like the Allies are getting the better of this exchange down here in the south, considering that they have a tank down here and a Greyhound. Looks like the Greyhound is just going to push north, looking for the garrison that I believe just popped out a spawn right there. Oh, spawn! Spawns in and kills the Greyhound right as he is on top of the garrison. Very fortunate catch for 7DL there. The infantry is pushing through down there on the south side for LCM. 7DL pushing a little harder up here in the north, getting into the Park Row on the south side of Park Row here. Couple of squad leaders up in town center as well. Looks like 7DL wants to take control up here in the north. LCM taking control down here in the south. And see the Tiger repositioning towards the tracks. There is. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on with the tanks. Stewart back here. Here comes the P4 coming around the corner. I can hear the Lukes. That was a AT gun back here that's been engaging with the Stewart over there. You can see the Stuart way back there in the far back. Wouldn't be surprised to see this P4 pop out and engage him. There is the capture for LCM. A very quick capture here, down here on train station. Don't think he quite has a shot on that Stuart. He is still safe behind the trains. That is the Stuart, right? Or is that the medium? That's the medium. Where's the Stuart? Oh, okay. The Stuart's right over here. I see. I see. I apologize. Oh, the Stuart is catching rounds from the P4, though. And the Stuart goes down to the P4 in the distance. Nice already hit on that truck. Fortunately, there's nobody in it. LCM spreading out. Let's take a quick look at what's going on the map with the lines. It does look like LCM has a pretty decent line pushing out away from train station. There is a tank up in the north, Luke's, helping 7DL keep their presence there on the north side, but they're not looking too strong up there. They got this P4 back here. It's helping them make it down their center. They have pushed some guys down here towards the south. Looks like they want to try and swing through the mansion down here. LCM has several guys in place, including a Stuart, ready to catch this push. Spawn may be able to get another good rocket on this Stuart after he's the one who destroyed that Greyhound. He is trying to peek. He's getting lit up by the driver right now, trying to peek that corner. Pibe, or is it Pibe? 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 Pibe! Pibe runs up, gets some shots down the trench. Tatch, right as he comes around the corner. Tatch, watching for him. Oh, no way! Terrible shooting by Tatch. Very unfortunate. Oh, Pibe throwing out the grenade. Will it get the OP? He does get taken down. I didn't see who got him. I saw him throw out a grenade. Oh, 1 second. You know what? I can mute him directly. I want to be able to hear open chat. If I get up close to people, I want you guys to be able to hear open chat. Oh, Spawn did get a rocket or two into the Stewart, but the Stewart's pushing forward. There is some infantry here for LCM, but it does look like 70L starting to break through here in the center. Couple of guys, not too much. There's some reinforcements pushing up for LCM. Should be able to catch a hold of this before they get too deep into their territory. Up here further to the north. That Luke's still up here. Looks like the Luke's got destroyed. But there is still a decent amount of infantry up here for 70L. Just Castillo up here in the north for LCM. Castillo de Napes? I probably said that wrong. I bet I said that wrong. Ooh, but Castillo gets a kill. Coming around the corner, there's supplies on the ground there. Should be able to get a garrison up here on the north side. Let's take a quick look at the map and see what's going on with the out-of-bounds zone. I think that looks like everything is plenty safe up there on the boundaries. Some cap pressure going on at Mount Halei down here in the south as a number of troops are breaking through for LCM. The Stewart is still here supporting the push. He's being chased down by the P4. P4 comes around the corner, gets a hold of the Stewart. He's driving right past the garrison. He is a full tank. Yeah, they had to have spotted that garrison. Yeah, he's going to turn around. He's going to blast that garrison. The P4 coming around the corner, saving the day. Takes down the Stewart and the garrison. There's still a good amount of infantry here, but I don't think they're going to have enough to do the damage they need to anymore. Got Rumak up here as a squad leader about to run into a couple of guys, but if he can get his OP back here on the backside. Rabagor getting a rocket into the backside of this P4. P4 turning around, should be able to clean him up. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, but Rumak coming around the backside. Should be able to get Sax in the back. Sax goes down. Where are the spawns back here? There's a garrison a little further back. You can see Cheshire has just spawned in back there. Perhaps Rumak can make it over there. Is it Rumak or is it like Romak? Kind of looks like it should be Romak. Oh, Romak gets a Tito. And then he just turns around and runs back the other way. Cheshire didn't... He heard the shot, I think. Probably thinks it's Recon around behind him. Romak in a decent position to find that garrison, but he's not really looking for it, I don't think. He's just on the back side. Looks like he's trying to get his OP up. But Cheshire might be too close. Probably can't get it up. Ultra Hero up here as well. Too close to get an OP up. Got Roy is right there, locking him down. Oh! Romak gets taken down on the backside with the next spawn in on the garrison back there. Things are looking more stable back there by the moment. Up here to the north, there's a pretty big fight breaking out. There's a number of LCM troops pushing up this way to push into the flank of this attack that's coming from 7DL up here on the north side. Pushing right into where this garrison is. There is still a tank in place from 7DL, able to stop this push if he can get some support from the infantry, but there's not much up here. Medic gets taken down by the Lukes. It's a Lukes, not a P4. I thought it was a P4. It's a Lukes. Here comes Okami. Coming around the corner. Gets one rocket into him. The squad leader right there got taken down by Lucas, who was very close to the garrison. He was on the garrison. He had eyes on... Or no, he didn't have eyes on it. It's on this side of the wall, but he definitely heard it. Okami actually heading that way. Didn't get the Lukes. The Lukes is going to drive past and start maybe getting a little cap pressure going on, but he's not going to be able to do too much back there. I want to see if Okami is able to get this garrison. He's going to come around in the face of Flacco. Here comes Okami, comes around the corner, gets Flacco. They traded! Actually, I think Angel got him. I think Angel popped the wall and got him. Up here in the north, there is some troops from the Compania Maldita trying to push through. There's probably another garrison. Yeah, garrison up here on the northern edge. These garrisons right next to each other. These guys will be pushing into each other pretty hard here. Castillo right on top of this garrison, trying to make sure it stays alive. And these guys lighting it up. They're not quite lighting it up, but there's grenades going out. These guys know each other's close. Rivita runs out of the road, gets taken down by Caetano. What's his name? Caetano Prague? Probably saying that wrong, too. Oh, these guys are right on top of this garrison up here, though. Have they taken it down? Yes, the garrison is gone. LCM managed to slip through up here on the north side, take out that one garrison that's in the center. There is a that Luke's has slipped all the way around on the back line and is toying around with a tank back here. I just saw it. Oh, there he goes. He's going down the road right now. Did the 76 spot him as he went past? Negative. He's going to try and slip around the back side back here and get some damage done. Maybe find the garrison that's back here. Where is the garrison? It is right there by the mansion. You can see it there. Bombing run coming in. That looks like it's going to be a 70L bombing run. A defensive bombing run from 70L. Should get this garrison and clean up most of this infantry. There goes the garrison. The garrison was destroyed by the bombing run. 70L feeling a little boxed into Mont Halais right now. It is a good defensive position. You got the high ground and everything. But here comes the tank from LCM pushing up. Oh, but the Lukes came around behind him. Oh! Macruz. Matt Cruz, between the Lukes and the rocket, take down the medium before he can get in position. The Lukes now pushing up, help clearing out this infantry. 70 looking very secure down here on the south side now. Might even be able to push out. They are being threatened up here on the north side now. There's a couple of squads trying to slip through for LCM, trying to make their way down the main road up here, running through Mont Halais. If you can take control of this road, you could completely encircle Mont Halais and box it in. Vergatis right on tech is taken out by Botful. He's got an OP? No. 70L now pushing them back, taking control of the position. Up here in the north, though, there was some infiltrations. LCM still fighting up here in the north, but 70L managed to slip at least one squad leader behind them. Depending on if he can get some sort of spawn drop going back here, if the commander could drop supplies. Either way, he should be able to get an OP up, start bringing some pressure around the backside of train station. Where is his OP? It's still way back here. In fact, Parko's right on top of it. Parko even gets bleeds in the back. Should burn that OP. He did burn that OP, but Camadrea is back here. Should be able to get it back up. Should be able to get some sort of a garrison back here as well if they play their cards right. It's going to take some time to get that into position, though. So let's head back up over here and see what's going on at Mont Halais. Those look like the lines are holding pretty stable. Let's take a look at the map. You can see that LCM has a beautiful looking line with the exception of this one infiltration. So we'll see how well they react to that. If they're able to clean it up quickly, they'll still be in a good, strong position. However, if Camadrea is able to get some sort of garrison going on back here, they could be in trouble. Depends on if he lights something up. He hasn't lit any garrisons up. They still don't know he's back there. So it just kind of depends on where he goes. The commander hasn't dropped him any supplies. He could do a double drop, but he hasn't had anybody spawn in or drop supplies or anything. He's just back there by himself. a massive opportunity right now. It feels like it's slipping away. He's going to run right up on this garrison. They're going to know he's back there. Just a massive waste of opportunity to get a backline garrison up behind their lines. LTO. What's your name? LTO Diatris? LTO Diatris? I think I'm saying that right. Ooh, he's right on top of the spawn. He does get cleaned up, but is that a garrison? No, it was an OP. Does get a hold of the OP, cleans it up. Does get taken down, but he got the OP. There's some more guys pushing up down the south hedgerow here, but they do have a Panther right in their face. Dueling it out with the 76 over here. Normally, my money would be on the 76. Panthers can be kind of squishy, but the Panther is already in a good position. And the Panther should get the first shot if the 76 peaks. 76 isn't looking. Oh, he was looking. That looked like his barrel, but it was just the edge of that trench. So the 76 caught a round. He's going to immediately back off. Oh, almost caught a second round. Just narrowly escaping that. Yeah, this Panther here is starting to become a problem for them. They could just get a couple shots into it with some ATs. Zamora fire, maybe get a rocket into the side of him or something. Force him to have to not win the exchange with the 76. You land a good rocket in him, maybe the second 76 can destroy him. Easier said than done. Zamora fire, it's all up to you to put a rocket or two into the side of that Panther. I don't think that's your target. Are you carrying a shotgun? No. No, you're a rocket. You got rockets. What is your objective, Zamora? He's getting around behind. I'm pretty sure Cheshire should have seen him run past just now. Rubio gets taken down by Zamora. Spawn should get... Yep, Spawn gets taken out. Something just blew up behind me. Half track. I'm not quite sure what got a hold of half track. Possibly David over there. Zamora on the Tiger now. Shouldn't be able to do too much to it. No satchels. Won't be able to take it down or anything, so... Ooh, what was that? Nothing? AT gun gets destroyed. Still a lot of infantry trying to push it down here on the south side. This Panther's still holding them back. He has been pushed away. And I do see the 76 repositioning. This infantry right on top of this Panther now. If they can get one or two of these ATs up here, maybe somebody with a satchel. You are also rockets, yes? Yes, you are rockets. Some more infantry pushing this way for 70L now, aware that the infantry from LCM is on top of their tank. Desperately wanting to make sure they keep that tank alive. Artillery smoke now coming down on top of the position. It looks like LCM was getting ready to push, but they might have to reconsider. There's a lot of infantry here now. Shifting up to the north. Still some intermixing fighting going on up here. Let's take a look at the map and see what happened back here. Yeah. Kamadrea still around the backside. He is a sneaky one. I've seen him in a few matches now. He's good at infiltrating around the backside, but I feel like they have missed out. He got that garrison that was back here, but that's not that big of a deal. That's not going to help them that much. If they could get a squad back there running around, forcing LCM to have to pull significant resources back there to deal with it. If you get 2 to 3 guys back there running around lighting garrisons up, LCM will have to pull, 2 to 3 squads back to have to deal with you to figure out what's happening. Lucas trying to get a rocket on the Stewart. Does land a good hit. He spins around, goes back the other way. Oh, he redeployed or got killed or something, not there anymore. Stewart's still active. No ATs in sight. Stewart's probably going to get away with it. Oh, he's catching rounds from the south, from the tanks. I think that's the Tiger up on the hill. It sure was. Nice kill, boys. Well placed shot by the Tiger up there on the hill. LCM still cleaning up the infantry over here for 70L. 1 or 2 slipping through. El Pino might be able to get something going on here. I'm not sure where the garrison is down here. I think he's pretty close. He's actually right on top of his own OP. Supplies coming down for the Germans right inside of LCM's lines. Like, right, and just landed right in front of these guys. They might have a harder time than you think taking those supplies down, though, depending on who's watching. Yeah, Serenado gets taken down, trying to get on the supplies. Gonna have to be sneakier than that. Gonna have to hit him with a rocket or something. Shifting back far down to the south, you can see that LCM is still trying to break their way into the very edge of the zone. This is like right on the edge of the circle just about. If they could just get in here. There is a garrison nearby. Can't continue to push reinforcements in. They got artillery coming down on top of the position, trying to clean the infantry up from 70L. Still can't quite break through, even though they're getting rockets on top of the Panther. More infantry pushing up from 70L, preventing them from breaking all the way in. Oh, that Panther is taking an absolute pounding from the ATs. Somehow he's still kicking. He's no longer kicking. He gets taken down by the 76 from downtown. Without that Panther over here, they're probably going to have to reposition this Tiger back into the circle because it does look like LCM's going to break through down here on the south side. Bot full still nearby with a squad. Should be able to bring some reinforcements into the flank of this attack, but he's going to start getting some pressure from the front door now as LCM's starting to get very aggressive after the death of that Panther. A little bit of cat pressure was just seen at Mont Halais. A lot of these reinforcements did just get cleaned up from LCM. As the recon squad here from 70L going ham, cleaning up the guys trying to push through this narrow choke point. Rabagor might even consider putting down a satchel. Yeah, satchel down. Will they be able to push enough reinforcements through it once it goes off, though? It kind of feels like that's just going to take out just as many friendlies as enemies. We will see. I'm going to watch here for a second. Does look like that satchel's going to get a couple of guys, depending on where he placed it. I can't quite see it anymore. There it goes. Nice satchel. Got all 70L kills. No friendlies. Here comes the Greyhound pushing up, trying to support this push by these guys. Kind of looks like the Greyhound intends to swing around the far side, get around behind him. The 76 has pushed up just past the garrison. This guy's still getting stalled up, trying to push in. You got the already dropping smoke on top of 70L's machine gunners and infantry up here. Greyhound coming around the backside, but the Tiger's right there. The Tiger misses. The Greyhound gets stuck for a brief moment, but he makes it around the corner and survives. Might get cleaned up by this AT gun, I'm not sure. He's just driving around in circles now. Oh, he gets taken down by Nico 12. I'm sorry, that whole play brought me extensive joy. Here comes the Tiger pushing up now. It's going to try and engage this 76. I hear a bombing run in the works. Bombing run airhead combo going on at train station back there, so LCM's only got another moment to get this attack going. Here comes the Puma driving around the other side just like the Greyhound did. AT gun does get cleaned up. So does the Puma. LCM's probably not going to be able to break through. They do still have the 76 up here, but the Tiger's going to prevent these guys from pushing in too far. Some of their guys are starting to break through, but they are getting cleaned up. Back over here, it does look like the airhead will be found and destroyed. Commodore is still there on the back line. He did finally get a garrison up where his OP was, so there is a garrison on the back lines. we'll see how this goes, because it's starting to feel like if 70L pulls any of their guys off of this, they'll lose it. They're barely holding on to Mount Hale, so if they try and shift guys over to the attack, I don't know if they'll have enough defenders to hold on to Mount Hale. It's a dangerous situation for them right now, as LCM is absolutely starting to breach the edge of the circle. You got Romac up there leading the charge as the squad leader, getting kills. Gets cleaned up by a grenade, though, as you got Sax throwing in grenades. Cheshire running up, trying to help support this. Cap goes down to Sax as well. There's more reinforcements pushing up for LCM. But it's holding right here. I'm going to shift a little bit more to the north. I'm going to see what's going on over here. There is a little bit of a breakthrough going on up here in the center of the lines, as LCM has now taken the next position up. Just Chesterfield here, but he gets cleaned up by David. There is pretty decent pressure going on the north side from 70L. They have reclaimed the train area up here. Pushed most of LCM out here. They do got some guys on their backside. But there is a little bit more in position on the back lines of train station. It really is going to come down the next few minutes. We can see if LCM's able to keep this pressure up, or if that backline garrison becomes a problem for them. The 76 has pushed up into the circle now. There is a little bit of cap pressure going on at train station. It is contested. 2 76s in the circle now. I didn't see the second one. There is a Panther that's pulled up. Just got a shot on the 176 to call around in return. The Panther is in a pretty decent position to be safe. The first 76 is taken down by the Tiger. Only 176 remains. These two tanks should be able to tag team him pretty good. There is cap pressure going on at train station while this is happening. That 76 should seriously consider backing off and saving his tank. He's going to need it to keep these guys. If they lose that 76, Mount Hale will be 100% secure. Taking a look at the map, though, that backline stuff still back there. It's mostly just peripheral cap weight going on. There's no hard. It's all soft cap. That 76 getting absolutely blasted, but the beautiful precision strike from Eloy takes down the Tiger. I really hope your name's Eloy, because that was a good moment. It would be terrible if I just said your name wrong for it. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. You were the only match that didn't have a caster, so I signed up for you instead of a different one. So, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. Big Detata coming around the corner, trying to get around behind these guys. I think he's trying to run out of bounds. Can you slip through here? You can. I didn't know you could slip through there. Oop, sorry about that. Big Detata, as an engineer, trying to get over on the 76. I didn't know if... Does he have a satchel? I thought maybe he was trying to get a satchel. Like, maybe he can't get through. Put the satchel here. I think it'll still destroy it. You gave away your position by shooting your rifle. Now he knows you're right next to him. Yeah, 76 cleans up Big Detata. Wow, massive push from 70L, though. Really pushing LCM back from where they were. I think they had to pull some guys back is what happened. They had all this backline pressure going on back here, so they sent some guys back to figure it out. Where is this bombing run? Bombing run actually going through Mount Hale, an offensive bombing run from LCM as they're trying to push back up into the circle again. There is some cap pressure going on here at Mount Hale now. The 76 is still here. Did they lose that Panther too? I didn't see the Panther. Did that precision strike get the Panther too? I thought the Panther was still alive. I guess it doesn't matter. The Panther's gone now. A beautiful, maybe the bombing run got him. Either way, Panther and Tiger are both gone. 76 is still here. Infantry pushing in from LCM. 70L now feeling very out of position. About a quarter of the way capped here at Mount Hale. More reinforcements pushing up. There's a half track just back here for 70L trying to get in place. You might want to consider just activating that thing. You need reinforcements and you need them now. Yeah, you got garrisons though. over half capped here at Mont Halais now as LCM has a significant amount of infantry in and around the circle. Satchel's going up, but I don't think it got a hold of anybody. Romac gets a hold of Nico as he runs around the corner. Sax pops around, gets him in the back of the head before being cleaned up. 2/3 of the way capped here now at Mont Halais as LCM is still pushing their infantry forward. Big Natata gets himself a kill with a rocket there, but the tank is still a problem. He's even got Rabagor on the back of him, repairing him up as an engineer. It's going to be incredibly difficult for 70L to hold on to this. I don't think they can do it. LCM has a big hold. They've got their reinforced down, but there's nobody in the circle to capitalize on it. There's almost nothing they can do to stop this. And here goes the capture to LCM. 70L now have to try and get some OPs back down. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squad leaders in the area, so they should be able to get some OPs down. If they're fast enough. Tatch right on top of the front lines. It looks like he placed an OP, but I see the puff of smoke. He did lose the OP before he could even bring anybody in. You got a Puma driving around the backside. Looks like he's going to try and get a hold of that garrison that's back here. Carentan, come back. Oh, commander gets blasted. Carentan, turn around. Here goes the garrison. Are you satchels? Is that what it is? No. I think he just didn't notice. Should be able to get a hold of him now, though. Now's your chance. Oh, Maspito back there shooting long range. He's actually shooting at him. Dude, kill that Puma. Yeah, you what? You can't be out of rockets. You just spawned. He got him! Nice rocket, too. Nice shot. Once he finally found him, he got a hold of him, cleaned him up. 70L making a pretty decent push in here, forcing the 76 to have to back off. There's still quite a bit of infantry in here for LCM, but they are starting to be cleaned up. Yeah, 70L forcing their way closer. What am I seeing back here? I see some sort of a tank. A solo Tiger. Oh, he's waiting for his crew. There they are. Tiger should be pulling into the fray here in a minute. 76 did have to back off, back behind where the garrison was. No garrison anymore. There is a garrison up in the point now. Very threatened, though. There's infantry all around it. I would expect a spawn in to come in any second, and I'm really hoping they don't get completely wiped, because they might. That would be very unfortunate for them if that did happen. Rubio, Salva making his way up. There's the spawn in. Most of them do get cleaned up. The garrison is still active. Rubio Salva is right there. 70L looking like they're going to take back Mont Halais with a quickness. Oh, the tank cleaning up from the backsides, though. What's back here? There's something else back here. So another 76 coming up from far away. Oh, there's an AT gun back here. Being run by the commander. More spawn-ins on the garrison, but they immediately get cleaned up. There is the capture for 70L. Mont Halais goes back to them. Decent pressure back here. There was a lot of spawn-ins on the garrisons back here by train station, but it does look like 70L never finished cleaning up the garrisons in their backlines. They got decent garrison spread far back. They're still doing good with their garrisons. Let's take a look. Where are the garrisons for 70L? They got one back here. One further back behind, further back here. So they got a handful of garrisons. Not doing too bad considering that they just capped. Supplies coming down from LCM. They're trying to get that garrison back up on the front door. Also trying to push some guys back in here in the center. Flynn just got a hold of something over there. What did you blow up? It's a Luke's. I was like, God, why can't I figure out what that is? It's a Luke's. Still a lot of pressure going on up here at the top of the hill, but 70L consolidating pretty well. Where did that Tiger go? Yeah, the Tiger pulled right up into the circle, trying to engage point blank with the 76. Shooting through the smoke. He landed a hit just now, though. He's definitely getting the hits. Yeah, the 76, he can see him. Oh, you need to get that 76 out of there. He's getting blasted. Boom. Wasn't 100% placed, but because the 76 was already damaged, he does take him down. He does get the repair station as well and does some damage to the other 76. So actually, probably about as perfectly placed as you could imagine. Oh, the 76 cleans up the Tiger, though. The second 76 cleans up the Tiger. And now 70L is losing Mont Halais yet again. More infantry pushing up from LCM, trying to make their way to this narrow choke point. They got some guys coming down from the north as well, starting to pinch 70L from two directions. $70L getting shot in the back, trying to come around the corner on these guys. I thought sure Frunster would just look over there and just shoot J-Bay. Oh, J-Bay's going to get cleaned up by the tank instead. Now, there is some more infantry from 70L that is slipping through here in the center again. Bleeze pushing back. Takes a shot at Zamora. Fire gets taken down by Vergotis. Flacco heard the shooting, is running in that direction. Vergotis coming around behind him. Flacco hears it. Wasn't sure from which side of the building it was coming from. I think he thought he was in the road, but Vergotis gets him in the back, cleans him up. Does look like 70L was able to stall up this cap pressure that was going on at Mont Halais, but this is a pretty big push coming in from LCM. They still got this 76 behind them, supporting them as well. Let's take a quick look at the map and see what's going on. Again, we'll just throw up the boundaries one last time here, just so that we can see where they're at, but it does look like 70L has a pretty decent push going on up here in the north, but it doesn't matter if LCM can just force their way right in the front door of Mont Halais. Two tanks now pulling up for LCM, getting this pressure going again. Truck trying to drive around and sneak behind him. It's a machine gunner, though, so he's not going to be able to do too much. He didn't make it. He didn't make it. They're going to go looking for him, but he didn't make it. He didn't drive up into the... You got to, like, come around this corner and then drive up into the safe zone and then go back down. Aguilar right up in these guys' faces. A whole bunch of guys right here. There's an OP right there as well in the smoke. Aguilar trying to peek, throwing out grenades. Does he get the OP? I don't think so. I think he actually kind of dropped the grenade on himself as Atito jumps the fence. LCM still getting some guys on the backside. You got Jometic back here as an AT. I think he's just taking out garrisons maybe, or I think he's got eyes on this one. There's a spawn in right there. I don't know if he spotted that or not. Might be able to take down some of their backline garrisons. There is another tank pushing up now for 70L. More cap pressure going on at Mont Halais. Just realized none of my monitoring stuff is on. Gonna make sure I'm paying attention to the chat while the chat's active. Since of the delay, I have to see the chat. Still another nice push coming in from LCM, but there's a lot of reinforcements coming up from 70L. Rabagor jumps over the fence, gets himself a couple kills before being cleaned up. Here comes the Panther pulling up from 70L, trying to get a hold of this 76. Big Datata tries to jump in his face, gets cleaned up. Spawn now behind him. Bombing run coming through. Looks like an offensive bombing run from LCM. Ed Tito now trying to get around behind the 76 as an engineer. Oh, I think that actually he put his satchel right there on the hedge, but it did not get the 76. I still got this medium right over here as well, preventing for that Panther from being able to push up too much. There is a lot of infantry here for 70L, but LCM pushing their guys down from the north. They are starting to get flanked from the reinforcements that are coming up from La Maison. La Maison. What am I hearing? That's what I was hearing. Turn that off. These tanks now engaging point blank. Is that... Looks like a Greyhound went around the backside. Yeah, it's a Greyhound. 76 does get cleaned up by the Panther. Oh, Kami coming around the backside of the Panther gets cleaned up before he can get the satchel on. Yeah, no satchel. What happened to the Greyhound? Greyhound's back here blowing something up. There was something on top of this garrison that was back here. There's a truck. Garrison's gone. No, the garrison is right there. I don't think he spotted it. And now it looks like he's actually stuck in the ditch. He's stuck in the ditch. I've had that happen before. You can get out of that, but it's a bitch to get out of. Seems more likely that Panther's just going to reposition and take him out. But in the meantime, back over here at Mont Halais, LCM has completely cleared the circle. They've taken complete control of Mont Halais. The Panther has been forced to back off for 70L, and that was about all they had left holding on to this. There goes the capture to LCM. 46 minutes left on this match, and it has been absolutely just going back and forth between these two. Grabagor now trying to get up on top of the Panther with a satchel, is not quite able to make it. J-Bay and P-Bay now about to run in. Bye-Bay. Almost shot you with a rocket. Goes to the rifle instead. I'm sure I'm saying your name wrong, Pai-Bay. I'm sorry. I love you. Gets taken out by the Panther as he tries to pop with the rocket. Oh, a medic is taken down by Colonel Soto. It's a lot of infantry pushing up from LCM. So with this push coming to La Maison, it's really difficult to push past here. You can kind of make it down to this building. It's a narrow choke point. I think what LCM wants to do, if they can hold on to this, they need to push some guys down through here and start swinging them around the backside of La Maison. There's several rows, like this one here. You can see this one. If you can get squad in there, you can make your way up this one. You can come right here where Alpha Squad is. You got to use these ditches, but there's a lot of approaches to La Maison, so it can be surprisingly difficult to hold on to. Panther now going wide down here on the south side, trying to get around the defenses of LCM. I just think they just have this one medium back here holding this point down, but they do have rockets. AT's putting some rockets into the Panther now while I wasn't looking. Okami with another rocket. The Panther is slightly damaged. Doesn't look like he's hurt too bad. Now he's hurt pretty bad. Another rocket from Frunster over... No, not Frunster. It was Pai-Bay. Pai-Bay hit one more rocket. Here comes David trying to get the satchel on him. He's going to get blown up by one of his friends. Now he's going to get blown up by the Panther instead. Here comes Pai-Bay with the last rocket. Oh, he already used two, didn't he? They gave him 3 rockets and then took it away, and now I just, like, expect everybody to have 3 rockets. Okami narrowly missing. Here he comes with the next rocket. It looks like the Panther does not escape. Panther goes down to Okami. 70L. The Panther buys 70L some time to push their guys back out. They're not completely boxed into La Maison. I feel like I say that funny. It's La Maison. I've said it like a million times, but now I feel like I'm saying it funny every time. I don't know why I'm doing that. These guys are just caught in their hedgerows now. It's hard to make it through the open here. You got Mesa trying to push across. Immediately gets cleaned up by Big Datata down there with the MG. Big Datata will probably get spotted, I would think, but there's some more MGs. You got Colonel Soto back there. Soto GT. Rockets going back and forth. Machine gunners lighting each other up. LCM trying to push their guys out down these hedgerows. La Maison can be hard to hold, but it can be hard to take, too. It takes time. You really got to take the time to push your guys around into these positions. It does look like 70L is aware of the threat. They've definitely got some guys up here in the north helping protect their flank, making sure that LCM isn't able to push through up here. Fights going on up here inside the courtyards now. Commandrea gets himself a kill, trying to make his way through the back lines again. Gets cleaned up by Castillo. These guys, so at the moment, it's just kind of like both teams trying to find a gap. There is another Puma trying to make his way down around the south side of Mount Halle. You can see him right there, trying to come around. He's going to shoot Ultra Hero. Now he kept going. He kept going. Just shot at something. Let's see what he does. I think is he going to go all the way around? Aguilar gets taken down. He is going to go all the way around. The 76 is going to try and come around the core and get him, but he's long gone. He's going to come around here on the backside. Does he... He does not have anybody with him, I don't think. Oh, no, 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 no. I just saw that. 76 back here. Oh, a ricochet. It ricocheted and the Puma survived. He's going to go to the left as the 76 spot him. He sees him. I don't know if he's going to get the shot, though. Depends on what the Puma does. Puma's going to escape around the corner. That's a 75, actually. 75 gets another ricochet. Another ricochet on the Puma. He's going to turn back around. Just playing some cat and mouse with this 75. 75 knows he's about trying to flank around behind him. He's going wide, though. He's going to go down into the ditch. 75 is hunting him. Here it comes. Here comes the shot. He misses. This Puma should just be able to come around the corner now and blow up this garrison, but he's just like zigging and zagging. I thought he got stuck for a second there. I'm going to go and watch what's going on with the battle, because this cat and mouse with the Puma is really distracting now. There's not a lot going on over here, though. Take a look at the map. It kind of looks like 70L's actually making good progress over there on the north side, and they're actually getting pretty close up over here on the east side as well. Starting to break in this distraction of the Puma back here, who is coming around the corner again. 75 is still looking this way. Should have spotted that garrison. I mean, that's a full Puma, so... Oh, 75! Oh, you had a shot! You weren't... Well, I don't think you were watching. There goes the garrison. Repair station. 75 again, turning at the wrong time. Right as everything's exploding. Oh, now he's looking back the other way. The Puma, this sneaky little Puma, man. This thing. Hey, got him. Puma goes down. Bombing run coming through now. 70L is a decent push, but it does look like LCM has plenty of infantry on the outside of this bombing run. I don't think it's going to get too much done. LCM has plenty of guys in place to prevent this push coming from 70L. There is a airhead on the ground. But with these tanks back here and infantry on top of it, yeah, Eric gets blasted by the medium there. Teammate be damned, he got the airhead. Artillery! Just destroyed something right there. Something went poof at the same time. I don't know if it was supplies. Artillery coming down right on top of these guys, though. 70L's push has been stalled up. Morpheo breaking through in the center. Him and J-Bay right on top of each other. J-Bay gets him before he's able to get into a good position. Zeal now looking this way. Gets a hold of J-Bay. Secret Ghost from behind. Should have been able to hear that OP, I think, from that corner when he ran into it. Does look like Zeal got cleaned up. Secret Ghost. Now looking for LTO. Not sure if you can see him or not. There's the spawning on the OP though. And they're lighting that, he's lighting that OP up, so they're gonna be looking for him. Should be able to hear the footsteps of each other. Comes around the corner, and he wins the exchange. Cleans him up out of the house. J-Bay also gets cleaned up. J&R coming up from behind, though. Gets cleaned up. Gets spotted. Here's the footsteps. Good awareness. 70L doing pretty good up there in the north. Still pressure in Mont Halais as well, but LCM holding strong. 70L has not been able to break through anywhere significant. Nice looking lines from both sides. Nice and stable. Aguilar actually shooting across. I think he's the one who just took out Bod full, running across. Alpino makes it up close, but gets cleaned up. Large amount of infantry here from LCM. Trying to make their way down this hedgerow. Ooh, Aguilar gets sacks out in the open for being cleaned up from the machine gun further back. Joshar gets cleaned up. Lost their squad leaders, though, so they're not able to make their way to the next position yet. Roy spawns in back over there. At the next hedge, where LCM's trying to make it up to, I should say. Morpheo again making it up close. Him and Marquez right on top of each other. Morpheo wins the exchange. J-Bay also running up. Getting lit up from behind from, I think, Terex shooting at him. J-Bay throwing out some grenades. Him and Morpheo right next to each other. If he shoots, Morpheo's going to hear it. Oh, Morpheo can definitely hear those footsteps. He's going to be looking for him. He pops up right in front of J-Bay. Here comes Terex looking to retake the position. Him and J-Bay run into each other. J-Bay gets cleaned up by someone else further back. There's a machine gunner back there somewhere, but Marquez cleans up Terex. Back down here on the south on the edge of the map, 70L has managed to slip a couple guys up to the very edge of the hedges. Big Datata should probably be dropping a satchel here, I would guess. Looking for the sparks. That smoke will cover up the sound of it. I don't see a satchel. Doesn't mean there isn't one there. Ooh, I hear something going on with the tanks back here. Long range tank fire going on. I can't even see back there. Is that an AT gun? And a tank way back in the HQ. Gets a hold of the 76. Actually, I think that was the 75. The medium now catching rounds. Yeah, 70L using their tanks long range. There goes the 76. This medium also has been catching rounds. 70L might clean up all of these tanks all at once here in the span of like 2 minutes. There goes the medium. Gets completely tag teamed from all the firepower back there. And LCM has lost all of their armor. Commandrea now coming around the backside as a squad leader. Has at least one OP in place. Might even be able to get a garrison up. I see supplies back here. I'm not sure whose they are. These are ally supplies, so I didn't know if maybe he was trying to get a garrison back there, but yeah, Commandrea coming up the backside. There's no armor here anymore for LCM. If Commandrea could just... What a perfect opportunity for him to get some sort of backline garrison. They just destroyed all of their tanks. Just double drop. Just don't even run in. They don't know you're there yet, man. Spawn a couple of supports in, get a garrison up back there, and then push in. Roy comes in as a support. I would expect him to drop his supplies and then redeploy. Not sure that's what he's going to do, though. Oh, he did. I forget you can't see them on the map. I was expecting to see them on the map, but there should actually be supplies on the ground back here. He dropped ammo. No, there has to be... There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. There's a trail of ammo boxes. I was like, wait a second. Okay, he did drop it. Camadrea's not in place to build anything, though. See, I think what'll happen is Camadrea will get himself killed, and then he can spawn back. My argument is that he's given away that there's people behind him before the garrison is up. Flynn hears all that commotion, takes out Camadrea, is now aware that there's somebody in their back line. Aguilar already heading back in this direction. LCM aware that there is somebody behind them. Roy on top of the garrison over here now. Does get Parco, gets cleaned up by Hitter. The garrison will survive. Camadrea can head that way, but even if he builds a garrison here now, it's compromised. The position is compromised. Camadrea is going to go for the garrison instead. Garrison lights up. There isn't even another support. No other support spawned in. They didn't even double drop. All right, let's head back over here. I don't think that 70L is going to be able to get anything going on back there. LCM's got a nice push going on here in the front door. Starting to slip some guys through the open. Like, this is... You can get through here, but it's difficult. Messi there as a squad leader, pinned down now by the Tiger, is right on. I don't know if he got Big Detata or if he just got friendly killed by the Tiger when he spawned in on it. There is an OP right there, right next to Messi. He should be able to even hear it. A Tito throwing out smokes. That actually helps Messi a little bit. Nico comes around the corner. They don't spot each other. TT. Oh, Messi spots him. TT takes some shot, takes down a Tito. Messi gets taken down, but I think a Tito... Oh, God, he has to be able to hear that OP. Or is it gone? It's gone. Never mind. Sorry. It's gone. They did get that OP. I thought it was still there. I do hear a Luke's over here to the west. I want to see what they got going on here. Camadrea is still here. Plyn is where his OP was. He did get a double drop garrison, but it's too late. Plyn found it. The garrison's destroyed. And, yeah. Look pretty stable back there. Strafing run comes through for LCM. Greyhound pushing up to support this attack. The Tiger was destroyed while I wasn't looking. What did they got? Did they precision it? Was that a precision and not a strafing run? I think he might have actually precisioned it. I don't know. I didn't see it. Tiger's destroyed. Greyhound's destroyed. LCM very close to La Maison now with their infantry. But they are kind of pinned down in the choke points. They could slip these guys here. Does look like Avita got cleaned up. Morpheo slipping a squad in the backside. This could be good for LCM. There is a spawn in here on this OP from 70L, so maybe they can prevent this push. Oh, they both get cleaned up. Morpheo pushing straight towards the OP. And the OP goes down. I hear a bombing run about to go right through the center of La Maison. Very nice bombing run. There wasn't a ton here. It did get a handful of guys, but there's a nice looking push coming from LCM. There is a bunch of guys down here on the south side. 470L might be able to push into the flank of this attack. But Rabagor up there on the hilltop, they're never going to be able to come around this corner with Rabagor watching. There goes the OP to Messi. Tatch is still here. Might be able to get his OP up. The counter bombing coming through will get the garrison almost certainly. Morpheo is inside the circle. My frames are dropping drastically. I'm too close to the bombing run. Garrison is destroyed. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of stutter. Hold on. Let me stop looking at all the stuff real quick, because I am dropping frames like crazy all of a sudden. There we go. There's a lot of smoke on the ground right there, too. There's a big smoky push coming in from LCM as they're still trying to push their infantry in. There is some cap pressure going on at La Maison now. There is a spawn in. There's a garrison back here. Spawn in on it just now. Messi might spot that garrison. He did get cleaned up, but he might have had eyes on it. About a third of the way capped here now at La Maison. LCM in pretty good position inside the houses now. There should be some more spawn-ins on the garrison here. Any second now might be enough to stall this up. I know that 70L should be able to call everybody back right now. Big spawn-in just narrowly misses by Akami. That would have been a massive spawn wipe if that rocket had connected. As it is, halfway capped here now. 26 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. LCM almost has this completely shut down here. Airhead dropping now down now safely inside friendly lines. Airhead's coming down now for 70L as well, trying to keep this going defensively. They're trying to drop their airhead just a touch closer than where their garrison is, though, so... Bot full spots the guys coming around behind him. Javi gets taken down. There's another spawn in from 70L. Has stalled up the cap pressure. They should have reinforced it. No reinforce. They don't really have much in the circle. They are stalling it up, though. Did they get this airhead? The airhead is live. There's the airhead. They should be able to get a spawn in any second. Will it be enough to keep the cap going? I haven't looked at the map. I got to see what's going on with Mont-Halais. Mont-Halais, still pretty safe. That is the airhead, right? Yes, that is the airhead. I would expect there to be more spawn-ins on it, but I guess LCM isn't fully committing to this attack. Mostly just spawn-ins going on the OPs there. I guess they want to make sure that they have this secure before they spawn all the way in. There it is. There's the spawn wave on the airhead. Several squad leaders spawn in. We are now capping again here at La Maison. Bullseye's taking a lot of casualties, but LCM's pretty boxed into this house right now. Artie's starting to clean them up. They need to move away. Secret, Ghost, and Cap about to run into each other. Cap coming around the corner. Secret Ghost should be able to hear the footsteps. Shoot him in the back, maybe. Oh, there's too much going on. You can't hear it. A Puma just drove right in through the center and cleans up the airhead. Does look like this cap pressure is going to be stalled up. 70L is going to hold on for a little bit longer. Strafing run going on the garrison down here. Does not manage to clean up Comadrea down there. He's going to get that garrison back there. Roy's up in the circle as well, but there's still a 76. Roy gets taken down by the 76. The garrison was even saved on the backside. There's some tanks rolling into position over here. You can see a couple in position for LCM. Should help this push as LCM is still right up in 70L's face. 70L with massive callbacks is managing to hold on to La Maison, though. La Maison d'Armée. Because I'm assuming is how you'd pronounce that. The Puma just driving straight through again, popping some OPs. AT's not a cap. Can you get him? David gets one rocket into him. It's not enough to take the Puma down. Puma runs somebody over there. Can he make it back into friendly lines? He's zigzagging all over the place. He's stuck. He's hit. That's an engine. But Cap gets taken down. Cap probably needed that. I think he only had one rocket. Somebody should be able to clean this Puma up, but it does look like 70L has got a pretty good hold back here at La Maison. Yeah, that Puma is just going to sit there and blast until he's destroyed. Satchel goes off on the house, clearing out the last stragglers of the infantry for LCM. Here comes Cap, looking to land this last rocket into the Puma. Just barely misses, a little short. Again, a little short, misses with the next rocket. The Puma is still alive. Puma even blasted him. Oh, the Puma's got a shot on the spawn that's over there now. He's seeing these guys spawning in. You got the OP right there. Does get taken down by the next shot from the Puma. The Puma got engined and stuck in the ditch, but he's still doing work. Looks like LCM is now giving up on their front door push. They're trying to slip some guys around into the flanks again. They got some garrisons up right on the edge of the zone. There is a garrison on the backside, and 70L is continuously harassing the garrisons in the back line of LCM. They did get a red zone garrison back here. Maybe they can bring some reinforcements in. Commandrea being on this garrison is going to draw some attention on himself. Does look like he got the garrison, I think. Yes, he did get the garrison. But he's still just causing problems back there. He's actually forcing LCM to have to bring a significant number of guys back that way to figure out what's going on back there. LCM still trying to keep the pressure up. Somebody finally cleaned that Puma up while we weren't looking. They're still holding on by the house. I think Messi was able to get his OP back up. Or it should be soon. Looks like Morpheo and TT managed to get into place. Romac is heading that way as well as a squad leader. Zeal gets a kill over there on Lone. Lone Wolf McQuaid. Javik is taken down by Big Datata. Zax gets taken down trying to take a position behind the downed Puma. It's going to be hard for LCM to push across the open here, but they do have quite a bit of guys in position. And 70L is a little distracted right now as they are being flanked again by Morpheo and Romac. Romac goes down. Cheshire comes around the corner. Morpheo goes down as well. A precision strike that landed. I don't know. I think that was 76. 76 goes down to the precision strike. LCM still keeping the pressure on, though. Even after the loss of their tank, they still have one more heavy over here just below us. Looks like a 75. He is still supporting the push from the infantry. Let's take a look, see if this backline got found out up here on the north side. Castillo and Eldiatrius now pushing out up there on the north side. Commandrea again getting on these garrisons up here, though. Just on the edge of the out of bounds. LCM still trying to push in the front door. Vergotis has managed to make his way all the way up to the edge of the circle. Come on, lock onto him. I don't think he'd be able to place an OP, though. Like, he is in it. He's getting supported from long range, though. He's helping these guys get up close. He's supporting this push on the front door over here. Just Chesterfield over here trying to catch these guys in the side. Romac runs into him, loses the exchange. Chesterfield still lives. Running right up into these guys' backside, trying to find the OP. Yeah, he's going to keep going. Zamora now spawns in on the OP. He's going to run into Chesterfield. Wins the exchange with Chesterfield, but Alpino's right there. Wins the exchange with Zamora. The OP is right there. Romac spawns in, but Alpino wins the exchange, takes down the OP. He's moving, still moving towards the Garrison. Garrison gets a spawn in. 3 squad leaders there. One of those guys should be able to clean him up, I would think. He does get Elda Datria and Morpheo. Parco now there by himself trying to get a hold of him. Pino on the Garrison. OP goes down before getting cleaned up by Parco. What a good push by him. But down here on the other side of La Maison, massive infiltration by LCM. I think that half-track might have even been spotted. Cap looks like he's heading that way. Oh, did he get that? Alright, I turned my head for a second. Does not look like he got a satchel on. He was very close to getting a satchel on that half-track. There's a tank driving through their lines. There we go. There's a P4. They lost those tanks up on the hill. 75 must not be able to get an angle on him. Looks like he should be able to get a shot. He's not shooting this way, though. And this P4, oh, there you go. He shot that time just right over top of him. Misses the P4. The P4 is in a little bit of defilade right now. More rounds going over top of him. I think this P4 is going to be okay unless Cap gets a hold of him with a rocket. Here comes Cap with the next rocket. He's going for the rear shot. I think the 75 actually cleaned him up from downtown. Or the medium way out. There's a medium way out here, too. One of those guys cleaned him up. Got a friendly kill at the same time. Either way, the P4 goes down, and now LCM is going to continue their push. 15 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Can 70L hold on to this? Can they go the distance? 70L trying to push some guys down here on the edge of the map, hoping that nobody is looking. Big Datata actually setting his machine gun up out in the middle of a field and gets immediately shot in the face. Roy now pinned down behind the cattle feeder, being supported by the Lukes. He's trying to make his way across. He's catching rounds from Rabagor. Zigging and zagging, but he goes down. The Lukes is supporting this flank of the defense, but there is a push going on up in the north that I don't think there's anything ready to support. Got a 75 and a medium helping with that attack. Flacco maybe just got a satchel on this medium, but I'm not sure. Flacco does get taken down by Carentan. I don't see any satchel on this tank. I think Flacco just went the other direction. There is some tanks moved into position down here on the south side now for 70L, trying to protect this side of the battlefield. TT up close, though, as a squad leader might be able to get an OP up in their back lines without careful. Just took down an OP right there by the hedge. The Puma and the Lukes are trying to get behind these guys. Fibe with a good rocket into the Lukes. Can he get the next one? He does indeed last the next rocket, but it's not going to be enough to take it down. The Puma circling around right next to TT. So close to his OP. They got it. Right before he got destroyed by the 76 up on the hill. Oh, what terrible luck for TT. Loses his OP just as he was about to bring a squad into a vital position. 70L is still locking down the center of the position over here at La Maison. They're keeping LCM from being able to push through here in the creek beds. TT still swinging around the backside in a very dangerous spot between several squad leaders. Gets taken down by Sax. "13 minutes left on the clock. 70L finding it very difficult to break through anywhere. They've had Commandrea on the back line for a long time, but he just can't seem to get these backline garrisons up in the right positions, I should say. He has got them up. He absolutely has gotten them up. He keeps giving himself away before he gets them up, and then they get found. Right now, nobody knows he's back there. He's doing the right thing, though. It's going to be hard for what he's doing. He's going to run right into this garrison, but he is doing the right thing, moving away from his OP while it's being searched. Satchel goes off here on the front door of La Maison. These guys getting close. Hand-to-hand fighting going on here in this creek bed. Grenades going out. Both sides taking casualties. LCM doesn't know it, but the front door is open. They could walk right in. Now's their chance to move up. It's all smoked. There they go. They're starting to push. 70L is going to push some guys back this way. I think they got a couple of sharpshooters that are looking over that entryway. But it is all smoked up. Morpheo slips through. There's another spawn in back here in this trench. Morpheo goes down. Chesterfield goes down. Zeal with his rockets out. I think he's looking for the garrison. He does get cleaned up before he can get onto it, though. TT gets cleaned up by Albino before he can make his way around. Terexby. Terexby might be able to get a satchel up here. Depending on where he places it, he might be able to get a number of kills. If he doesn't get spotted. Oh, he's just walking right in. Here comes the satchel on the big house. Oh, he gets killed by their own artillery. Friendly Artie takes him down. That's Commander Artie. Both sides are Commander Artie. I'm honestly not even 100% sure. It looks like, yeah, looks like he got killed by friendly Commander Artie right there. Last second as he was placing the satchel. Chesterfield still has his OP up in that gun pit right there. Parco might have actually seen that spawn in. But 70L now has a machine gun up, has a couple of guys in place, should be able to lock down this front door position. Still a few infiltrators going on here in the back line. Ravita spawns in. I think that OP is actually still alive. They never found it. They had guys right on top of it. Ravita looking like he's going to go satchel himself a tank over here. Let's watch. See what he can do back here. We'll come back to you in just a second. I do hear a tank engagement going on up here on top of the hill. 76 catching some rounds from long distance back over there in the HQ. They're peeking again. 76 should be able to get the next shot. He's hurt too. Shoot. Yeah, whatever it was, he went down. It was a heavy. I think that was a Panther, actually. Panther goes down to the 76 with a nice long-range shot. Ravita is now on the other 76 over here. Looking to get the satchel on. He goes down. Satchel is spotted. And Aquario saves the day for the 75. Satchel is diffused. 70L trying to push out down here on the south side. What? Cap managed to slip way into their back line. Is back over here. Catching their reinforcements coming in from the HQ. I think they just tried to precision the half track, but they missed. Oh, and Cap got cleaned up by Sax. He was right on top of their defensive garrison back here. But if he spotted it, one of those tanks should be able to land around there. I honestly think that 76 could probably hit it. There's more spawn-ins on this garrison. Kind of waiting. I'm pretty sure he saw it, so I'm kind of waiting to see if he calls it out. I want to see if one of these tanks put a round into it. That 76 should be able to hit it. I think. Come on. Yes. Yeah, it's right there. You should be able to hit that edge. LCM again with a nice push. Morpheo now swinging out and around. They've got a nice envelopment going on here at La Maison. A couple of guys have managed to slip through. The half track might be the saving grace for 70L here. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and there is a lot of pressure going on here. The cap has started to swing towards LCM. There's going to be a couple of massive spawn backs here for 70L. You have to call back all of their guys to make sure they don't lose this. Like, LCM isn't there a lot yet, but because of the number of directions they're pushing now, the garrison is being called out in a general term, at least. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bombing run coming through here pretty quick. Bombing run should be back up. Under 7 minutes left on the clock. There has been a lot of callbacks by 70L, but LCM still putting the pressure in. Rockets coming across, trying to get a hold of that garrison, but it's on the backside of that hedge, so I think it should be completely safe. So Mortifier will have to push all the way up if he wants to get a hold of that garrison. Chesterfield hiding in the bushes there, trying to stop these guys from running across the field. LCM just pushing through the open. Chesterfield is looking the other way. Does not catch any of these guys running through the open. J-Bay now sees them. Chesterfield repositioning, gets a hold of Morpheo. But not before a bunch of these squad leaders manage to make their way in. Parco, Vergotis, and El Diatria have managed to slip up in here as squad leaders might be able to get some really close OPs. Start bringing some reinforcements up into La Maison. I see the 76 back there is catching rounds from something here below us. AT gun, actually, looks like. Which was just destroyed by the 76 down there. 76 repairing up at the repair station. The crew coming back out to get back in the tank. This 76 doing wonders up here on the top of the hill. Comadrea up close again. Trying to keep the pressure on here in the backside, but just not bringing enough. He's even lost his OP. Just placed it, but Carentan and Castillo heading that way. Are probably going to find him here in a second. Castillo goes down. Carentan goes down. Castillo heard the shot. Is watching for Comadre to slip up, taking some shots at him. Comadre goes down. Castillo will likely push over there and fight his OP. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. I hear the bombing run is now going through for LCM. Definitely got the garrison. Do I see 2 half tracks here? 2 half tracks. They got 2 half tracks back here just to make sure they keep these spawns active. They loot the garrison. 2 half tracks still active. Infantry pushing up close. Airhead coming down. Right over there. The defensive bombing run is going to go virtually right over top of it. Will almost certainly destroy it, honestly. There's the airhead. We'll see. Oh, man. We'll see if there's timing. Let's see if they... I don't think they're going to get a spawn in. I think the bombing run is going to blow it up for the spawn. If it gets it... Ooh, there it goes. Airhead destroyed by the bombing run. 70L hangs onto it yet again. They've got 15 seconds to get the cap going in Mahale. Ooh, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. Congratulations to La Compañía Maldita for your victory. Well fought. You guys came very close. You can technically still get the 5-0. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to watch. We're going to see if LCM can get the 5-0 here in the last minute and 40 seconds. They are pushing pretty hard. Ultra Hero now slipping around. Might be able to get spawned with a... Who's here on the MG? No, he's actually shooting the other way. Oh, Lucas taking some shots. Ultra Hero goes down. I do think that 70L is going to be able to go the distance with this one. They got a lot of defenders here. The bombing runs have already been used up. The airheads are gone. They've got 2 half tracks and a garrison. I don't think LCM's going to be able to push them out of here in the next minute. LCM is getting up close, though, trying to force their way in. I'm just going to get down in here and close and just watch this push here for a second. LCM trying to force their way in the front door. This is, for the most part, where this fight's been anyway. It's just this one view. You got the two avenues of approach, one on the left, one on the right, where LCM's been trying to force their way into La Maison. P4 pushing in, trying to make sure that they don't lose this. There is cap pressure going on at Mont-Halais. Did you get Garrison up here or something? No? He just happens to be getting some cap pressure. He's got 3 guys up here capping Mont-Halais. There's the spawn back, couple of guys. I mean, he could drop the reinforce right now if he wanted. There's no reason not to. Yeah, there it is. Reinforce. There's some more spawn-ins on that OP. 7DL actually not looking horrible back here. Oh, I think Plin just got himself a kill before being taken down by Comadrea. But every single one of these guys who makes it to the circle. Oh, there we go. There's the callback. There it is. That's going to stall up this cap pressure. 7DL does manage to go the distance, so they do take this all the way to the end of the match. So, congratulations to 7DL. You did not get stomped. Comadrea, I'm sorry, dude. I feel like I gave you a hard time this match. I'm sorry. You did fine. Some more spawn-ins on that OP. Get cleaned up by Castillo from behind. Oh, Mac and Frunster just wipe them. Everything's been returned to the status quo. These guys aren't anywhere near each other. There's pretty much not even hardly a fight happening anymore. 45 seconds for these guys. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Waiting for these guys to take them a minute to just to get back into position to fight each other. But Hitter and Junior. Hitter, he's right there. Oh, Junior turns and spots Hitter. Oh, Java. Getting lit up by Junior. Exchanging. Is somebody going to go down? One last kill? No? Oh, somebody did go down up over here. Ultra Hero is our final death of the match. Oh, and Spawn. Spawn back there. All right. Well, there you have it. Let's take a quick look at some combat scores. 1408 from Castillo. 1281 from Zeal. 1080 from David. Tanks did good. 1539 from Jametic. Wametic. 1453 from Rabagor. 1075 from Plin. 1179 from El Pino. 1114 from Masabito. 1053 from Colonel Soto. Beautiful. Kind of want to take a second and wait for these top kills to come around one last time so I can see them. I want to see who was our top killer. Let's go, top kills come around. Here it goes. We've got 99 kills to Colonel Soto. Followed behind by Masabi. I can't see it. My little screen over there is harder to see. So, anyways, thank you everybody who watched. I really appreciate it. That was a fantastic match. La Company of Maldita, man, you guys really had 7DL on the back foot most of that match, but it looked really good from both sides. I mean, 7DL, there was some things I think that could have been done. That you guys had a few missed opportunities that, you know, with Comadrea back there on the back lines, man, he had some real opportunities where nobody knew he was there. And he went for garrisons instead of bringing in reinforcements. But, I mean, hindsight's 2020, and they don't see what I see. So I criticize that, but he got behind him. He was getting stuff done. So good on him. Good on both teams. Tankers looked really good. I feel like, for the most part, LCM's tanks did better. There was a few engagements where, you know, 7DL's tanks got the better exchange, got the good positioning, especially long range. 7DL's tanks seemed to do really well, but And lastly, precision strikes. We had some good precision strikes on that one. So fantastic match. Thank you, everybody who watched. Thank you for the follows. One of these days we'll hit 1,000. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll catch you later. Take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn.